Oh my god, what the? What is that? What is that? Oh no!
Oh my god. Oh Jesus. Oh my god.
You don't even have the trigger.
Oh god. Oh my. That was one hell of a vortex, I'm telling you, people. Whoo! Wow. Oh my god, heads or tails get caught in the vortex. Oh.
Hi,
Welcome
everyone.
to One Side of the Coin. I'm Steveo the Gamer, with me as always, my co-host.
Mack-Attack.
And we just got released from the vortex. Yeah, okay, hang on. Oh, I didn't even have this ready. I should have had it ready.
We're going.
Oh my god, that was quite the ride. Where the hell did it go?
Oh.
Did I lose it?
Shit, they didn't even hit him.
By the way, any of the viewers, those were all alpha cards. No, they were. I'm just kidding. I'd get hacked on so bad. There it is. Boom. Hey, we're in the vortex. Yeah. Look at this artwork. We got to give a massive shout out. Jeff. Chibi Jeff drew this card for Heads or Tails Gaming. Look at that. It's got the squirrel on it. Mack-Attack. Me, the store. Actually, the store kind of looks.
You got a point in the front of it, Dad. No one can see your finger behind the
Yeah,
paper.
the store and the sign off the store. Yeah, just oh my god.
The Necro Lich and then Jeff's art of the Necro is in there.
Yeah. My Necro Lich is in there as well. If you get a chance, check it out. It's actually our show picture tonight. So yeah, absolutely amazing, Jeff. Love that artwork.
It was really
so crazy.
funny.
I got so many cards I got to pick up.
It was really funny because one night I was laying in bed and I was going through Instagram and all of a sudden that popped up and I booked it to the living room. I ran so fast.
I just got home from the store. Right, I was trying to eat my dinner. Sitting on the couch, and she comes running out of her room.
I'm like,
oh, you gotta see this! You gotta see this! Right? She showed it to me, and it was like, yeah. See you later, Chris. Thanks, buddy. You too.
It was so funny. This poor guy just trying to eat like a sandwich or something, and I'm just
like, yeah, I almost threw my dinner and everything. It was like, I had to see this artwork. Fantastic, Jeff. Greatly appreciated. Love you, buddy. Make sure you check out all of Jeff's content. He's on YouTube. Jeff Pizzito. The one show in particular I like watching that he does is collectors opening packs in cars or something. I think it's called or whatever, right? So like
collectors in cars cracking packs.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, he does it right out of his car. He's opening booster packs and whatnot. Yeah, I love that content. It's really amazing, Jeff. Yeah, keep up the great work. So definitely check him out on YouTube, right? So this week, oh my god, this week has been absolutely nuts, crazy. Spoilers. We've gotten into spoilers for Genesis Battle of Champions for Origins. So we want to hear from you guys. Like, oh, we got to buy who's sitting in the middle of the thing. We want to hear from you guys. Like, so far out of all the spoilers, put a message in to the chat. Let us know what your favorite spoilers are so far. Any comments, questions as well. Participate. Let us know. We'd like to hear from you. So hi, see Joey's already in there. Decks and Drafts. If you had a chance, earlier today, he did a live stream with one of the newer artists for Genesis Battle of Champions. Definitely go check out his channel. Make sure you like and subscribe to it. He's putting out some awesome content for Genesis because as he's associated with Haunted Castle Games now, he's working for them, doing a lot of promotional stuff and whatnot. Great job, Joey. Keep up the great work. And yeah, definitely love that show. You want to check it out. It's... Should have wrote the name down. Totally forget it. I know she's over in France. She's French in it, which was kind of cool because I'm part French as well, mostly French. We are. So they showcased a card. There it is. Marion Cunier. Yeah, I think is how she had pronounced it. They spoiled a card today. My guess for the card was shock. It was a 5-letter word. Joey wanted us to guess what the card was and what it does. Kind of thing. So I saw a 5-letter in his picture of I think it's Bazin getting hit with a lightning bolt, a green lightning bolt, right? So which is phage. So right away, 5-letter word. I thought shock, right? They get shocked by lightning, but no, the
struck.
What's that?
Was it struck?
No, it's called taser.
Oh.
The card's called Taser.
Oh.
So, which also too is a 5-letter word card, right? Or a 5-letter word. And he had made a comment that made me laugh really bad. He's like, so now we need to see Taser face. In the game. What are you gonna say? Taser face, right? It's like, and all I can picture is Rocket Raccoon laughing.
That's
right?
what I
So
was
like,
just doing. You mentioned Taser.
Yeah,
like,
it was
Taser
really
face.
funny. I really enjoyed the show. It was great learning about one of the new artists for Genesis. Excited to see more work by her, so definitely want to check her out as well. Check out that show and yeah, all of Joey's other content as well. So another shout out to Vet Flicks and Chills. I know we had mentioned them last time on the show. They've been putting out some Genesis content as well. He's been sharing a lot of the spoilers on top of it. I have to give a huge apology. I know I had promised to send him out a package this week. Well, it's
there.
Well, I want to show. So it's here. It is here. This will get sent out tomorrow. First thing tomorrow morning, I'll have it sent out to you, so you'll have a surprise coming in the mail very soon. So greatly appreciate it. The support. I know he's been posting on our social medias as well. Andrew Potter, I believe is his name, and there's also Opal, and there's a third guy. I forget his name. I did have that written down as well. I had all the names written down. It's there.
That's what happens when you get born to a family of really bad
memory. Yeah, exactly. I have bad memory. So on tonight's show, I mean, it was quite the introduction. We're going to get away from ourselves here. We want to try and keep it short. Well, not that short. I think it's going to be a lengthy show, and we apologize. But one thing I wanted to talk about. So the main topic for tonight, before we get into talking about spoiler reviews, etc., and showing some new spoilers tonight. Make sure you want to stay tuned in all the way to the end of the show, because we're going to be showing some awesome stuff, which we haven't even seen yet because Sid dropped off the physical cards. We do have the actual physical card now, so I'm getting so in tune to spoilers right now. So there's the actual physical card of the vacuumed vortex. Yeah,
that's what Dad just came out of.
So what's that? Sleep. Yeah. So
what Dad just came out of.
Yes. Oh my God, that was great vortex.
Okay, I did not expect you to fall to the floor.
Yeah.
Thought you were gonna
Actually, I didn't think I was gonna fall over either.
That wasn't planned. The skip was planned, but him to fall to the floor like that was not.
No, it wasn't. So last week, so I got to talk with Will. So he stayed after one of the tournaments, and we were having a discussion. We were talking about the dilemma and the turmoil behind competing for Genesis, right? For this certain positions, right? For the competitive play. Now, so what I mean by this is like, Genesis has a judge program, right? And then they also have their promoters, etc., and whatnot, like their whole team. And I know, like, from being with Genesis for as long as I have since Alpha, and playing for as long as I have, also being a store owner and organizing and running events. So as time had progressed throughout the last 5 years, and the game's been growing so much, and especially with the competitive play and a lot more stores joining in and running organized events. And it's like, so, and we've had discussions like this before with some of our community members, and one of them being especially Will. So another guy that you want to check out, Will Kemp. He's on Twitch. He's running a bunch of Genesis content now as well on there too. Should have wrote down his channel, but we'll try and get it up in the chat in a bit. Check out his content as well. It should be on. He messaged me earlier. Here it is. He might have emailed it to me, actually, I think so. Yeah. But anyway, we'll try and get that up into the chat afterwards. So I was having a discussion with him. So he is one of the head judges for Genesis Battle of Champions, right? So, and he is going to be doing the judging at Anime North, our circuit event that we're hosting. He also did Origins a couple weeks ago. And his statement was stating like, you know, he's caught between a rock and a hard place when it comes to whether he's judging and whatnot and participating in the event itself. So, and like I know he does play in our locals every now and then, and I sometimes jump into a locals every now and then as well, right? So just to have some fun because I want to stay in the competitive scene. However, on the flip side of that, I'm also an organizer. So I'm attached to this dilemma of being an organizer, running my own events, and whether or not I should be competing in them. So, and Will was saying the exact same thing. Like when he's watching some of these tournaments happening and whatnot, and wanting to actually play in them. Now, especially when it comes down to, say, the circuit events, right? So it's like some of the veteran players that have been playing for so long, and I'm sure this probably goes through Alex Miller's mind all the time as well, right? Because he is now associated with Haunted Castle Gaming, right? Whereas he used to be a heavy competitor. He went head to head against me at 2019 championship, right? And playing at the first circuit before COVID as well, right? Where he took first place, right? So not being able to compete anymore because of his association with the company itself.
He's a designer, right?
Yeah, he's lead designer for the game. So which restricts him from not being able to play anymore, right? So,
yeah.
Whereas I know Haunted Castle has stated that, you know, whether you're an organizer or a judge, you still are allowed to participate as long as you're not actually judging in the event. So if you're playing, you can't judge, right? Or if you're judging, you can't play in the event. So where's the fine line? Like it's like, do you want to go this way or that way? You're kind of stuck in the middle. Where as I am myself personally, because it's more of a moral thing. I'm the one that's running the event. I'm organizing it.
Yeah.
I'm a veteran player on top of it, right? So I mean, looking at the way my community is now, and I know they're excelling as far as meta play, becoming better and better and better. Whereas because I've stepped back and not competing as much, I'm more or less sitting in the seat that you are, right? So whereas you're more of a casual player, right? You're not taking it as seriously, but you like to enjoy the game and just have fun with it, right?
Yeah.
So whereas me on the competitive end, wanting to compete so much because of, you know, the aspect of competing alone, right? But having that moral dilemma of actually running the event is like, you know, and then there's discrepancies, right? Whether or not it's like, oh, well, he's the organizer or he's the judge, or, you know, he does this for the game. Should he actually be competing, right? So give us your thoughts on that. What's your thoughts? Do you think judges should fully be? It's the same with the Future League too, right? And it's like, so the Future League is open right now to everything. Taking off the HCG hat. That's a problem that goes away if communities can build up to have more than one event. Looking at Fab, they do things for judges, organizers to compensate. Yeah, but then I think, Joey, they seem to be segregated, right, from the rest of the community, right? Wanting to be involved with them and playing with them, right? Whereas where I think that's where you get the majority of your competitive experience, battling within the own community and not being segregated to just playing against those specific people all the time, right? So as far as being compensated or whatnot, like judges are always compensated for their what they do, same with organizers kind of thing. But it's still the dilemma. It's like, are you wanting to go, like, say, if you're a judge and you're asked to judge, say, world championship, right? And that now you're out that opportunity, right, to be on having your name on that trophy, getting that big top prize, right, and being labeled the king of Genesis, so to speak, right?
Yeah.
So it's like you're no longer having that opportunity. It's because you're actually judging the event, or, you know, say the organizers are organizing the event and not being able to partake in that, right? So they're missing out on that opportunity. And it is kind of like, it's hard. It's rough. Like it hurts me a lot, because a lot of times when I'm running locals, like I know every Thursday night we got locals here, which is going on right now. And it's like, I am live streaming. However, you know, which is a priority for me for Genesis, because I love talking about it. But I still want to be out there, right? Where we have an odd number and I could have jumped in and played, right? To even it out kind of thing. So no one's really sitting around. They're always constantly playing, right? But I do that on Saturdays sometimes. Definitely drafts. I love drafting, right? It's my thing. But as opposed to the competitive scene where they're actually competing for something, which is why I've stepped back, because we're running an in-store championship at the moment, which is going to be ending in the next week or so. So Joey's saying,
I haven't really entirely seen that where judges form their own circles. Personally, as someone who has judged and organized events, I have jumped into judge and run events to let the store owner compete.
Yeah, well, that's awesome. That's good to know, Joey. That happens here sometimes too with us. So like Mack-Attack here will take over the store, kind of running it, while I'm actually out there playing some Genesis to get my fix, because I have to. With being so busy with running the store and whatnot, I don't get that opportunity as much anymore. But it's definitely a thing. So I don't know. Give us your thoughts on that, and we'd like to hear more about it. So if anybody else is having the same issue or situation, let us know. We'd like to hear about it.
That way I've felt
someone who normally organizes or owns the store wants to play, bring it only a third party, as in not an employee, to judge and organize. That helps avoid concerns for bias. Yeah, 100%. So yeah, I don't, because I'm the organizer, I don't judge my own events. I usually, but I mean, half of the time, the majority of my community, or at least half of my community, are already judges for Genesis, and they know the game well enough that it's really not overly required, unless we have like newer players coming in to play or try it out, and they want to jump into the competitive scene, right? So, and then it requires, but usually game stops if the judge is playing or whatever, like if Will's playing or Yan's playing, they'll just, stop their game for a second, resolve the issue for the judging, and then continue on, right? It's not that big of a deal.
And it's not even like it's like really, really judging. It's like a question.
Yeah, it's just more or less questioning it kind of thing. So, but anyway, so that was our main topic for this evening. So what are we going to do next? Clean up cards?
I guess so.
We're going to clean up cards. Spoiler reviews.
I thought we were doing these before.
No, I want to talk about a few of these cards that had come out this week before we get into that. That's going to be like the end of the show.
No, I thought we were doing it first.
No.
Then why'd you come up with it?
What do you mean? Come up with what?
Came through the vortex with it.
Oh, I came through the vortex. Well, yeah, we talked about the vortex. So trust me, the vortex is going to return. I'll just throw all these up in the air randomly. Anyway, so some cards got spoiled this week. Yeah, lots actually. Tons and tons and tons. Thymos, right? So let's talk about some Thymos. Knockback was one I wanted to talk about a little bit. So we'll get Mack-Attack to read this off.
Knockback. It's got the 1 forward awareness, 4 G card, a swift basic attack of 2, costs 4 energy, and then the trigger is push. If anything is dealt damage by knockback, then they move 1 spot away from you.
Right. So
pushes you.
Push. Yeah, it has the push.
Yeah.
So sound familiar?
Yes.
What's the name of the card? 3, 2, 1. Gust.
Yeah, that one.
It's Gust. It's Thymos' version of Gust.
Play that one.
Yeah, it's Thymos' version of Gust. However, the cost is a little bit different. Gust costs 12 aura. This costs 4 energy to play it. Does basically the same thing. You're doing 2 damage and you're pushing your opponent away from you or whatever's in front of you, dealing damage, which is really cool. Thymos, to see have something like this for Thymos. It's not like wow crazy, exciting, but to see something else of that mechanic into another affiliation, right? So I know we have High Dualis, which does a push as well for Bellum, but yeah, now we got it for them. So that's pretty cool. I like that one. I enjoyed it. we had seen a bunch of champions. Here's one. So somebody had posted up about what they're most excited to see coming in or Origins. I think it was Betflix and Chills on the official BOC site. The new affiliation, or blah, I'm all tongue tied. The new combinations of affiliations was one of the answers that I had put up. Bellum Chaos. So one of the champions I wanted to take a look at. I'll get Mack-Attack to show it off there. Sutir. Okay, read it in case they can't see.
So it's got 24 health, 135 aura.
Nice.
1 forward awareness. It is
0 energy reduction.
Yeah,
though.
0.
Yep.
It's got a swift air attack of 1 that exerts you, obviously, and a trigger of reinforcements. At the end of the round, look at the top card of your timeline. You may reveal it. If it is a summon, then play its beckon ability by paying the cost. Oh.
Okay. Yeah. Quick side note here. Brandon Smith, hi. Thanks for joining us tonight. As I read your comment here, you're researching the game as you watch, but you don't know about it. www.genesisbattleofchampions.com goes their official website. Check it out. Teaches you how to play the game, all the lore, everything behind it, card database. Yeah, there's a number one spot to go right away.
So yes. I'm only saying because me and my brother, we were looking through these the other night, and I had seen this one, and he goes, what if it's not a summon?
Yeah, we were having a discussion about that. So it's like, so if you read it carefully, it says at the beginning of the round, you look at the top card of your timeline, period.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically at the end, you have to look at your card. You look at it. Now, you may reveal it. So you don't have to. You may reveal it. If it's a summon, then you can play its beckon ability by paying the cost. Otherwise, you just leave it on the top of your timeline. It stays there. Doesn't go anywhere, doesn't do anything.
Wait, no.
So you don't have to actually do it because it's a option. You may reveal it.
Wait. Okay, I read this out loud and I thought something different. Never mind. So what if it isn't a summon?
If it's not a summon, then you just put it back on your timeline. You don't even have to reveal it if you don't want to.
Oh.
Yeah. So those of you who really, really like to play summoners, I like summoners. Yeah, I think this one's going to be really, really good. That aura amount is prime, 135. It's good. The 24 health is above, like around the average mark, if not a little bit higher, I think, for it. Going to swarm the board, right? So every turn you get to look, boom, you get an additional summon.
I just thought of something.
What?
We have dual cards for the other affiliations. Are we getting ones for these combinations?
What do you mean dual?
The 2-color.
Oh, the tribal cards. Yeah. I don't know. It remains to be seen. Spoiler season's not over yet. We have no idea what the full set of Origins is bringing us just yet. Yeah, so like if you look back at some of the older sets, and I think they started that way back. So you have your tribal cards, which the card condition is you have to have the affiliations, right, in order to play it in your champion. And some cards, like some such as Lightless Tabisian is one, or Purifying Wave. It has 2 affiliations on the card, so it can only be played with, right now, presently 3 specific champions. Right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it'd be nice to see what interesting ideas they come up, especially for Bell and Chaos, right? So, and then there's Axon Thymos, right? And then all the Phage ones as well, right? So, but I really like this one. I think she's going to be a decent summon, or a decent champion. I don't think we're going to go through all of these because we're not going to have that much time. Which
one?
You want to do Ulta?
Yeah.
Okay, Ulta.
Oh, where is it? Okay, so she's got 23 life, 140 aura, 0 energy reduction, the 2 forward awareness. She's blue-green, and she has a swift cast that you deal 1 electric damage to a target in your awareness. You exert. And at action speed, the lightning surge, which exerts you and you got to pay 6 aura, You deal 2 electric damage to everything on target spot in your awareness, and 1 electric damage to everything on target spot adjacent to the first spot. She attacks twice.
Yep.
2 times.
You deal 2 electric damage to everything on target spot in your awareness, and 1 electric damage to everything on target spot adjacent to the first spot. Yeah, so it's kind of, it has a chain lightning effect. So those who are playing the game already know what chain lightning does.
So usually people will pick here for the 2.
Yep.
Can you pick here for the 2?
You can, because it's within their awareness, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you do 2 electric damage to everything on target spot in your awareness. So you have to pick one of those. You target that spot. You're doing 2, and then the 1 damage to everything on a target spot adjacent to the first spot. So you can actually go up to the sides. So speaking of awareness, so yeah, I'm going to jump right into talking about this right now. So I was talking to Joey earlier. So apparently there's another content creator that's going to be spoiling some information. The awareness expansion. So apparently, yeah, so you see the little spot on the top there, the little box. So he had shown me a picture for the show that's going to happen. They're talking about having another box on top. Expansion awareness. So the 4x3 grid is what they were calling it. So when Joey had mentioned it to me, the first thing that I had thought, it's like, oh, people are starting to battle on a smaller arena. Like they've reduced the size of the arena. And I'm like, that, you know what? That would actually be kind of cool to see if the game could be played out on a smaller grid, right? The games would go by like so fast, right? Boom, boom, boom. Less places to go, right? But apparently I was wrong again, right? Just like I wasn't guessing this card. But yeah, so apparently they're going to be exploring an expansion to awareness. So can you imagine like a summon being able to hit 3 spots in front of them?
That's gross.
It's gross.
That
it can be.
Really
like,
disgusting.
I mean, going outside of the boundaries of what we already expect for the awarenesses, in experimenting with them. Like I know like stuff like Fork Lightning or whatnot, and Bazin's even able to now summon on the angles, right? And it's like which shows that the game is growing a lot, right? So they're coming up with new ideas, challenging as far as the game design, which is absolutely phenomenal. So it kind of blew my mind as far as when he had mentioned this. I don't know all the facts about it. I just saw that one box with the further expansion of the awareness and just the possibilities and potential that could have, right, and how it would affect the game itself on that. So I'm very, very intrigued. I'm really, really looking forward to seeing more about this. So yeah.
So the board is already like a 5x3 or 5x6, right?
Yeah. It wasn't the arena.
It wouldn't make sense like that. It would be overkill to have another row on the awareness.
It could be.
You move up 1 and you're already smacked.
It depends on what the card can actually do. If it has access to that extra awareness, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, like you already look at stuff like Tsunami, right, or Landslide, where it has, or even the Zambir Dragon that has that 6-box awareness right in front of it, and if it was to expand even one more outside of that, right? So and it's like, you know, you're turning a Tsunami into like a mega tidal wave or something like that, right? Like it's just like a massive. We're still in the vortex. I got cards flying at me all over the place. Wow. So yeah, I mean the potential, it's just it's crazy, right? And it'll be interesting to see where it goes from there. So
yeah.
Another Phage card that you're going to be really excited about. I fell in love with this card instantaneously. The potential that this card is going to have for Phage is going to be, depending on the other affiliations that you use this card with. And that is Terrible Memories.
It's gross. But
Terrible.
It's really good.
Terrible. Literally. And that's what I have. I have a terrible memory. So go ahead, read it.
Me too. Like today I thought it was Friday and it's Thursday. Bad memory.
Okay, I'm just picking up cards.
Swift. 1 forward awareness, 5 cheat card, Phage. Swift cast for 14 aura. Name a card. You deal X damage to target champion in Terrible Memories Awareness, where X is the total number of cards with that name in that champion's memories, which is this card pile.
Yeah.
So, to be able to use a card like this, you really got to know not only what your opponent is playing, but remember what's going in there.
No. Target champion. You can target yourself.
Why do you want to hit yourself?
You deal X damage. You don't hit yourself. You deal X damage to target champion in Terrible Memories Awareness, where X is the total number of cards with that name in that champion's. Oh, that champion's memory.
Yeah, but you just said target yourself.
I read it wrong. Okay, maybe this isn't as good as I thought. Name a card. You deal X damage to target champion in Terrible Memories Awareness, where X is the total number of cards with that name in that champion's memories. Oh, I read it wrong.
Did you think it was like you deal damage?
No, I thought it was like
your opponent.
Yeah,
how many cards are
in yours, right? So
yeah.
it's like
See,
you're playing a bunch of like small little poker cards, like say like left hook.
What the hell?
2-1 for you. Okay, perfect. Oh yeah, that just really scared me. There's a kid driving by.
Steven Kid. Yeah, so to be able to play this one, you just really need to, like, remember what your, know what your, tonight is not my night.
No, it's not.
You really need to remember what
they're playing now.
Yeah. Know what they're playing, remember what's going into their memories. Holy shit, I'm done. Fire me.
End the tournament.
Already.
Get back over here. Yeah, it was only three players. So
yeah, but there was only 2 rounds.
Yeah, I said won both of them. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
Okay, so that kind of shifts it to what I initially thought that this card is going to do. So now you really, really have to pay attention to what your opponent's playing, right? If they're coming at you, say like with a bunch of wind slashes or bull shots or whatnot, right?
Pick that card.
And then you play that, right? Knowing very well that they've already played those. Or watch what they mill, right?
If you have no idea what your opponent's playing, this card would be good to play on a 2nd or 3rd round.
Yeah.
And not the first.
So there comes in the ruling, more or less. It's like, okay, so your memories is public knowledge, right? So basically, is an opponent now allowed to, or are you allowed to pick up your opponent's memories and look through it, right?
No, you got to guess and check.
Well, not necessarily, because it's the cards are revealed, right, in the memories, and it's technically considered public knowledge, right, to know what's in your already been played or milled to your opponent, right?
I think when it comes to this card, you got to guess.
You got to guess.
You got to guess.
That's the way they should put it, right? You have to guess, right? You cannot look through target champions timeline or memories to pick a card. You got to
guess.
Right? So you have to, yeah. I think it'd be just more or less really, really paying attention to the game and what they're doing, what they're playing. It could be could still be decent, right? Probably not as decent as what I initially thought, but I'm interested to see how it actually plays out now. So
I think that would be really broken if it was your timeline that you had to pick a card from and you were doing damage to them based on what was in your timeline, because you would know.
Yeah, exactly, right? Which is how I thought it operated, but I guess
it just makes it more fun, because then now you gotta guess. Let's do.
We got a few more. Let's try.
We're
gonna try and
do this
go.
One?
Sure, go ahead.
Bug. How do you say that?
It's all you.
Bacteriophage.
Bacteriophage.
Look at him. He's so cute and fluffy. I want him as a pet. He'll be my pet. You want a bug? I actually got this artwork revealed to me like last year.
Yeah, we've seen this artwork.
I had seen this. Okay, so 5 health, 1 forward awareness, 7 cheat card, hard to balance. No, it's not.
What?
3. Never mind. I thought 7s were hard to balance. It's 8.
No.
It's 8 hard to balance. 7 you balance over 3. Never mind. Phage. Action back in. It exerts you, and you got to pay 23 aura. Place it. No. Let me read it so then they know why. You place them on a spot adjacent to you facing the same direction as you and exert it. A trigger. Replicate. 1. When bacteriophage enters the arena from your thoughts, you take a copy of bacteriophage from your subconscious to place it on a spot adjacent to bacteriophage. And I'm not going to finish this, so Dad's killing himself.
I'm waiting till you're
Facing
done.
the same direction as it, then exert it. Action, heavy attack of 5. It exerts it.
There I
Go.
go. Oh, okay, we're gonna rewind. The beckon. Okay, the beckoning actually exerts you. So in the past, like I think this is the first time we've seen this, where when you're beckoning something, it doesn't exert you. You stay within your main phase. You can beckon more. This one exerts you. Okay, so I know I got into a bit of a discussion with Sid about this, like our Sid, last year's champion, about it, right? So
It looks like the Demogorgon.
a little bit. So with it actually exerting you, the high cost of it, the 23 aura, it is a bit on the pricey side. However, giving yourself 2 summons, 5/5 is what we're more or less considering them. 5 health, that's 5 damage. For the price of 23 aura, right? So my initial thought, what?
Yeah, say it how it is.
Say how what?
Go. He wasn't happy. He wasn't too thrilled about it last
Well,
night.
no, I'm not overly excited because right away, first thing I thought, it's got 5 health, right? You get 2, you've spent 23 aura, you're exerted, you can't summon anything else, right? So you more or less have to make sure you're doing it right at the end of your main phase to put it on the field. You can't summon any more after it. The only thing you can do is swift speed. Meteorite.
It's
right.
you
So
get
that was my
2.
first thought. You get 2 of them, but they're both 5s. They're both 5 health, right? Your opponent is going to throw down a meteorite and it wipes them both out, right? You're exerted. You can't bring anything else out at that time, right? A meteorite's going to take care of that problem right off the bat. His argument back at me was that, okay, well, now I've just forced you to lose 5 life meteorite to get rid of these 2, right? So it depends on the champion. It's going to be a very techie card or a techie summon to use. However, I think there are solutions against
You need
it.
someone with a high aura, severely,
Yes, yeah, definitely.
especially for 23.
So it's definitely something to keep an eye on, especially for phage summoners moving forward. It can be
He's got fish in his butt.
it can be a little bit scary seeing a ton of these coming on the arena.
Only thing is I was just about to say something like that after you were done. You may
Yeah,
not see a lot of them though, because of how
How many
pricey it is.
how many are they actually going to be able to
Yeah,
utilize,
you
right?
may put 3 in your
And
deck.
they could potentially be wiped out really quickly. Or if you're playing against Thymos Bellum, that's got access to Purifying Wave as well, right? So it's like, which is always a concern anyway for any summoner, right? Playing those, right? So, but the fact that it's got that high cost.
Sid, if you see this, I need it in a poster.
Right.
Another favorite artwork to the list.
I want to go over a couple really quick.
Yeah.
We're gonna go over this one really quick. Rope Tornado. So I'm going to speed this one up a little bit. I really like this one. It's a Bellum card, 8 chi. So it is on the high side, but look at that awareness. Okay, all the way around.
Same as Displace.
Same as Displace, exactly. You deal 4 air damage to everything in Rope Tornado's awareness
Did
for
you
the
mention
cost
Yeah, okay.
for the cost of 2 health and 11 aura. So it's
I don't
not
have
a
that
very
many
high
fingers.
cost. What?
I don't have that many fingers.
So especially with those vampires coming up, I think they're going to be able to utilize this a lot. The ones that are Chaos Bellum. It has the
Sorry. Especially that one guy where it's like you have to do damage, you gain life, and if you don't, you lose it.
You have to gain
him.
life or else you lose it.
Yeah, that one.
But you're losing life because you have to spend 2 life in order to play this.
Yeah, but then gain it back
You can gain it back.
easily.
So the trigger is the toss. So if anything is dealt damage by Rope Tornado, then you may place them on a spot around you. So if the 4 air damage doesn't kill it, You place it on a spot around you. You can put it into an awareness of another attack or spell, etc., etc., right? So to finish it off, more or less, right? So, which is pretty decent, especially against a summoner that has their summons spread out a lot, depending on what their strategies are, how they're moving or whatnot. This can seriously protect you, do all that 4 damage to everything around you, and then you can put them all onto one spot and then double shot, right? Especially because it's vellum, right? However, the chi, it's going to be high, or it is high, I should say. It's 8 chi. It's going to be a little bit on the not heavily played, but splashed into a timeline, and definitely a really, really good defensive card, I think. So yeah. So that's Rope Tornado. I don't know. I'm torn between 2.
Worm.
You want to do Will's Worm first?
We'll do Worm.
Okay. Okay, just a few more, promise, and then we're gonna get into some good stuff.
Worm.
Urgent Worm. Like I had said, if you watched Will Kemp's show, he spoiled this card. Go for it. I love this. I love this, especially being a lover of the Thymos Chaos, or just Chaos in general.
3 health, 6 chi. It has the 2-side awareness like a limb.
Just like a limb, yeah.
The Swift quick back in for 11 aura. Place them on a spot. We know how back name works. Trigger range fire attack at 3. When Emergent Worm enters the arena, it deals 3 range fire damage to a target and its awareness. And then the Swift range fire attack at 3 that exerts you.
That exerts it. Okay, go back to the beckoning.
Place Emergent Worm on a spot adjacent to you facing the same direction as you, then exert it.
What's the speed?
Swift. Oh my god, it's Swift speed.
It's the Swift speed. So we have a summon that can be summoned at Swift speed.
And he hits. He
that
attacks.
does damage when it first comes in onto the battlefield. And that side awareness. The Bazin is going to abuse this thing. Now, it was already brought to my attention that an OTK was built all around this with Bazin using this worm. So
yep.
Amazing in Bazin. Yeah, exactly. Bazin is going to abuse the hell out of this worm, especially with the way Bazin summons conditions that he can summon on the angles because of the awareness of this worm. It's on the side to side. Yeah. So, and it also too, it's like at a quick beckon as well, right? So it's you don't have to wait for your main phase. You can actually summon this thing in response to anything, right? So it's this thing is going to be brutal. And it's going to get a lot of attention coming up.
Damion's artwork too, absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, Damion nailed this artwork. Look at it.
It's in frame. I can't see. Now it is. Eee!
Cannot stress enough how much better, right? Or how much the artwork has excelled for this game. So, especially, have you had a chance to take a look at the new Death Eater artwork that Scheming Skeleton spoiled? You haven't seen it? I should have showed it to you. So definitely check it out. Scheming Skeleton show as well. There's a new artwork by the same artist that did the other one. And you should see how much. Oh my god, it's amazing.
Oh wait, I just had one of them.
What?
I can't find I see a bio.
There's no Death Eater on the floor. Was there?
You threw one. I threw one at you.
Oh, did you? Okay. So speaking of artwork, I saw this card, and I want to talk about this card just because of the artwork on it. And you can tell by her face right away. Phenomenal. The artwork on this. And I was laughing, and I love it so much. That's Bazin. That's Bazin. So just by stating that, I'm sure anybody who has seen this card already is already going to know what I'm talking about, which card it is.
Whose leg is that, though? Like, what? This is tripping me out a little bit.
Read the card. What's it? What is it? And then what is she doing?
Oh, she hit the nuts. The poor guy.
Okay, low blow.
It's being kneed in the
low
nuts.
Blow. Like,
he ain't getting kids.
For a card to be called low blow and to have that artwork, oh my god, I love it. Absolutely love it. So they nailed
All
when
favorite artwork.
when you get art that coincides with the name of the card and what the card does. When you get a card called Low Blow and you're seeing one of the champions get nailed in the nether regions, right? Like lifting them 3 feet, 4 feet up off the ground with a card called Low Blow. Oh, priceless, absolutely priceless. Loved
looks
it.
like she knocked his eyes out of his head too.
Yeah, right. It's like the eyes are so big and they're like full white, right? Like, yeah, definitely check it out. You can check out all these cards on the Genesis website as well. Like they have an actual section where it's they're revealing where all the spoilers are, right? So
Okay. 1 forward awareness. 8 chi.
it doesn't matter with this card. I just love this. Love
Swift.
that art.
Basic attack of 7 for 8 energy.
8 energy. It's a high cost. Yeah.
If champion is dealt damage by a low blow, then they pay 3 energy.
Yeah,
that makes sense because you're definitely on the ground for a little bit after this.
It's gonna take a lot out of you, right? It's gonna take a lot out of you.
Not only did he just get the wind kicked out of him, he lost his right one.
Yeah.
Maybe his left one. What side did you hit him on?
Like
Left,
the mechanics behind this card, it's got the fatigue, right? So fatigue of 3, you have to mill 3, and you're also taking 7 damage. However, the cost on this thing is brutal.
Yeah,
you're paying 8 energy on top of it,
Trigger.
right? And it is an 8 chi. I don't think this thing is going to see a whole heck of a lot of play, especially with the amount of evasion that's out there. So you play this sucker, you're milling 8, someone's chronoing out, Oten, whatever, right? Sidestep, right? You just lost all that energy yourself, right? So we should come up with a card called Reverse Low Blow, right? Or something, or Punch Back or something. You see them crying, right? Jumping up and down, holding themselves while they're punching. It's kind of like, I don't know. It's
we have seen more champions with a reduction, and there was one that had
it's a 3 energy reduction, so it's actually costing you 5. However, is that
Still
champion? This is for Axon, right? So I'd have to go back and take a look. So yeah.
Okay.
I love it.
That's
Again,
hilarious.
so we got to give credit to Philip on this artwork for nailing it. Yeah, I could just imagine the thoughts running through Philip's head when he was like, "Hey, we need an artwork for a card called Low Blow," right? Like,
Sid,
nailed it.
I need this in a poster
as well, right? And it's like, I'm gonna low blow you. I wonder how many we're gonna be sitting at playing in the fighting in the arena, right? And it's like play low blow, and you're gonna get this kick underneath the table. I low blow you. It's like yeah, right.
You're gonna have way too many.
Nobody
people.
do that. I'm not promoting game violence by all means. All right, just to make that statement, but that would be funny.
We're gonna have way too many people yelling at the championship.
Yeah, right. I got low blowed, right? So funny. I love it.
What if there was like a sign on the door walking into championship, and it's like, if you get low blowed, you gotta yell it.
Okay, last one. No, this one got revealed way back during the Kickstarter.
I can't see it.
I love this card. I love this card. I love it. Just on the artwork alone, Rave or Rayev, I think. Hopefully I pronounced that right. I can't wait for this card. I'm gonna be playing the hell out of it. I love this card. The Gargantuan Rabbit. Here. Let me see who that is. Don't worry about it. We'll just technical difficulty. There we go. Sorry. Yeah. Look at that thing. Look at that thing. I love it.
We didn't know how to say it, so every time we said the name, we'd say Gargantuan Rabbit.
Rabbit. Yeah, I know. It always came out Rabbit,
yeah,
right?
it always came out Rabbit, not Rabbit.
Gargantuan Rabbit. I love how they nailed this artwork. You almost certain 100%. It's my girl right in front there.
Looks like her.
Idris with the knives, and you had that big, huge, giant rabbit face just staring at you, right? Love it.
Okay,
Absolutely.
I definitely would not have knives.
Read what this beast does, though. Like, seriously, this
if I were
thing.
this person, I'd pee myself.
No, you wouldn't. You go up and give it a big giant hug. Like, come on.
You see them eyes? He definitely is not coming over to ask for sugar.
Yeah, he's friendly. Okay, what was he do?
He's not asking for sugar. Okay, action back. Or no, sorry. 7 health, HE, 1 forward awareness. Thymos.
Yep.
Action beckon for 22. Place rabbit there on a spot adjacent to you, facing the same direction as you. Yeah.
The beckoning.
Yep.
For 22.
Swift earth attack of 5. It exerts you. And the trigger fatigue of 6. If a champion is dealt damage by gargantuan rabbit, Earth's attack, they pay 6 energy.
This thing is a beast.
Nasty.
Literally a beast. Brutal.
You don't say.
Yeah, 7 health. He's going to be hard to deal with to get rid of him.
Essa.
Sorry, what?
It's S on the card.
S.
Someone said, I guess it's Essa on the card on this one. That's Essa. It's not Idris.
Oh, it's Essa. Okay. Oh, yeah, it would be.
I can see that too.
We have a picture of Essa here.
Keep going.
I do have a picture of Essa.
It was last week, so.
Was it last week?
Yep.
Did we do that? Okay, yeah, then it should be in the other
Go in the
file.
back.
But anyway, yeah, that's right. Essa does have red hair as well, but that's all right. I can dream. I think it's Idris.
It could still be Idris. You never know. I mean, they both have
Might
red
be
hair. Who knows?
Well, no, because if it was Idris, it'd be fire, and then the rabbit would run away.
Maybe she wants it for dinner.
I could eat the bunny.
You never know.
Wrong with keys.
Genesis, anything can
Beast.
happen.
Like, boom. Fatigue of 6. So the new mechanic of fatigue where you have to actually mill cards in response to being hit or an effect or whatnot, right? 6 cards. That is a lot. Plus, on top of it, you're taking the 5 earth damage. And there's a lot of things that we're seeing now triggering on earth damage. Yeah. Craziness. 8 chi, high on the chi level. 22 ore to play this thing. So you're going to make sure you want to be able to support that. I don't think it's going to be, I think it'll be splashed in as most HE cards are nowadays for the difficulty of balance. But to see, like there's the rabbit tribal, right? So you got decoy, we got our lion mains, right? We want to throw Raikou in there. I don't know. Let's
Total polar opposite.
giant Raikou rabbit right there. Boom. This is what happens, right? Yeah.
Well, at least he does something.
Yeah, at least, yeah. Whereas the Raikou doesn't, right? So, could you imagine that, seeing this on the arena? You're gonna have the gigantuan rabbit, and then
And it does nothing.
and then a Raikou right next to it. Right.
Build a deck
that'll
of
be
bunnies. Gargantuan. Right.
There's so many more that I can go into, but yeah, I think we're gonna cut it off there as far as our reviews for the spoilers. Check, as I said again, check it out. They're all listed on the Genesis Battle of Champions website if you want to see any more about them and start messing around with them and making some timelines about it. So again, let us know what you think of those cards too. So Idris isn't that built. I mean, oh yeah.
Okay, listen here, Grandma Brand hot dogs. See that poster up on the wall over there? She looks pretty muscular to me.
Oh, here it goes. Sid's hacking on Idris. Boo. We got a letter.
Oh, we're doing that one first?
We got a
Yay!
letter. Steve Mack-Attack from Haunted Castle Gaming.
Woo-hoo.
Genesis.
Flip it around.
Yeah, I know I'm going to flip it around. So, yeah. So, when Sid was delivering this to me, I noticed.
I feel like I'm in Hogwarts.
Like, that is absolutely amazing, man. To see it's like a wax, I guess, with a stamp kind of thing. Like back, they used to do that way back in the day, right?
I want to get those. I want to get these.
I almost don't want to open this because I want to see if I can.
You can. Yeah.
Is there a way?
Yeah,
So
there should be.
So we're gonna read this letter first, and then what everybody's been waiting for. Like, they're dated. We haven't even seen them yet. Oh, sorry, it's a little bit of a shine because of the sleeve.
Do you have a knife?
What?
Do you have a knife?
I don't know. Oh, is she gonna do it? Maybe. Careful. I don't want to break that. Don't break the seal. people say when they're drinking.
Oh gee, yeah, good luck. It's like stuck to the
Is it
paper.
really, really stuck?
Yeah.
Maybe we need like a.
Here, just take one of the cards off the floor. See, we'll use the 10 sheet.
Oh.
Oh shoot, no way.
I guess magic cards are good for something, right?
Wow.
Almost got it.
Yeah, but now you gotta get off the top.
Hey, we did it. No. Not gonna. Oh, okay, so just what? No, don't look at him yet. Don't look at him yet. Hang on. What was? Kind of slide those underneath. We want to read the letter. Okay, origins.
Beep.
Big letter.
Ah, pony! And Buggy Boy.
There you go. There's your poster.
There's my poster. My
You got-
Buggy Boo.
you got your
Okay.
Okay, go ahead, read.
Hey, Steveo, Mack-Attack. What can I say? You two are some of our oldest fans, and one of you even has Genesis symbols tattooed on yourself. What's up with that? Are you going to have add fate, or are you going to have you are
Going
are
to
you,
have add Phage now.
are you going to have to
Um,
add? Uh-huh.
Sorry. Phage was on a long time ago. I had them all done
All of them.
before Phage even came out.
Oh, yeah.
So
Ha, ha,
I don't
ha.
have to add it. It's already here.
I really want you to know how much I appreciate you and how awesome you are. Don't forget to say hi to Pat for me.
That's my mom.
Grandma!
Because she's a huge Genesis fan as well. She's been playing since Alpha as well.
Also, I wanted to personally thank you for supporting Genesis and being part of Origins spoiler season. Origins is a very special set for me because it is a callback to my early days of designing my first tactical card game way back in 2009 and earlier. The game was called Origins. I learned a lot from making that game, and I took all those lessons into creating Genesis. In this letter, you will find a special promo that we selected for you to spoil. Do I say it? That's
Don't say it.
nope. Okay, special spoiler card. Come on, you had to be the first one to spoil this card. You showed the art during the Kickstarter, and it
First a hint.
just makes sense that you spoil it here. Ha ha ha. I hope you and your community are excited about the release of Origins coming soon. Regards, Asid.
Nice. Thank you so much, Asid.
Look at the pony. He's so cute. So you want him as a pet? How about him? If we can't have Buggy, how about him?
Right?
He's cute.
So, this letter you find special.
He probably burn us though. So the game was originally called Origins.
It was originally called Origins, right? Yeah. And then they decided to change and call it
Genesis.
Genesis.
No, give me the card back.
What?
Yeah, I said give me the card back. I'd get the wax off. If you wanted to keep it that badly.
It's okay.
Oh, it just slipped underneath. I don't know how well this is
Oh,
gonna come
hey, check it out. These are in actual Genesis sleeves.
off. Whoa!
We finally see them, right? I've been wanting to get these.
I'm big.
So on the first one, it says I'm big. Can anybody guess? And the second one says, A surprise secret champion? I don't know.
These are cool.
Those are cool, right? So here we go. What do you want to do first? Let's do I'm big.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm pretty sure I already know what this one is. Because if we got to pick our own store promos.
Oh, it's spoiled. Oh!
This is okay. Have a good night. No. I shouldn't do that every week, right? So this was the actual.
Second one sounds like soup.
It sounds like
Soupy.
Nah, maybe.
Okay, come on, let's go. Let's go.
So anyway, we got to choose for the store. However, the actual content creator one for one side of the coin, we did not get to choose. It was chosen by Haunted Castle Gaming. So Sid had told me that they were going through the list of cards and picking out one that suited the personality of the actual channel kind of thing. So it's going to be interesting. I already know what this one is because I worked with Damian for the art. So here's the big reveal for the actual heads or tails Kickstarter promo, which we will be getting once the Kickstarter is shipped out.
Da, 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 da.
The Gargantuan Rabbit. Look at that artwork by Damian. And it's foiled. And it says Heads or Tails Gaming on the very bottom. Yeah! Another store promo, yes.
Joe called it, oh, the rabbit. Yeah.
Yeah. Look at that. I can't wait to abuse this thing, man. Like, oh, I love this card so much. Yeah, we'll show it one more time.
He's so
There
fluffy
is
and
the
cute.
Gargantuan Rabbit, which we just talked about, right, as one of our last cards. So that's the I'm Big card. Yay! Okay. So
If this
here
doesn't have
is
something
here it
to do
is
with soup,
for all
I'm
our
gonna be
viewers.
sad.
The actual one side of the coin, which we're going to get this promo as well when the Kickstarter gets shipped out, so that we can hand them out to our community and to our viewers. Here it comes. The
Ooh,
hearty soup.
it is soupy.
It is the soup. Yes, we did spoil this artwork back during the Kickstart. We did not know what the card was going to be, just the art. So
Oh, it has the logo and everything behind it.
yeah, well, it's nice and foiled too. Right? Look at the
Soup.
shine on that sucker.
Bro,
So
I love soup.
hearty soup. It is a technique. 3 chi, 4 thymos. Yeah. It's at action speed. It has cure 1 for the cost of 2 energy. You or target champion or summon in Hearty Soup's awareness gains 1 life. And then there's a trigger called Hearty. If a champion gains life from Hearty Soup, then the next energy cost they pay is reduced by 1. So
I want some hearty soup.
yeah. Definitely Fong is my initial thoughts on this. Fong is going to use this card. 2 energy reduction. Can play this thing for free, and it reduces her energy costs even more.
Yeah.
Right? And she's gaining life. She's getting that cure, which Long already has, but now we're giving it to Fong. I can see her really, really abusing this card. But yeah. So there it is. Artwork done by Rev. Designer is Alex Miller. So greatly appreciated to Haunted Castle Game for choosing this for the one side of the coin promo.
Woohoo.
And our spoiler for one of our spoilers for tonight.
Beautiful artwork too.
Yes.
Like I love soup.
It's a hearty soup, man. It's like, it looks like
I
chicken
know.
leg in there, right? You got some chicken.
It looks like a fish.
Might
Or
be a
some
fish in
kind of-
there. It's a hearty soup. It'd fill you up. 100%.
I love soup.
Hearty soup.
Love soup.
Like stuck to me. But yeah. So I'm looking forward to getting these sleeves too, like the actual Genesis sleeves. It's the first time seeing these. Really nice. So, more spoilers. We have 2 cards here. Sworn to secrecy not to reveal these until tonight.
Idris.
Yes.
Oh shoot! What I clicked?
I don't
Nothing.
know. You didn't click
Okay.
anything, thank God.
Idris with energy reduction.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. 100% plus she can gain life. Yeah. I'm definitely looking forward to playing Hearty Soup. And maybe eat some soup. You want some soup?
Soup. Maybe I should go home
Okay.
and do that.
You want to go? So here we
Yeah.
go. The Hearty
I opened
Soup.
the same
It
one.
is the same one. Yeah. So
Swap me. Swap me.
no. So this one here, because it says Heads or Tails Gaming on it as well, but it should be one side of the coin. I think one of them should say one side of the coin. But that's okay.
Soupy.
So
You did not just do that.
it's just a sleeve.
No, it's not. That's yours.
Oh, that's the mine. Oh shoot.
soup.
And so
Okay.
since we already seen the Hearty Soup, so here's our other spoiler for this evening.
Go. Open it. Ah!
Oh.
You're revealing it too slowly.
high jump. High jump. Let's see what high jump does. You gain aerial. Oh, sorry. It's a 4 chi. 4 thymos again. Here, make me a heart. There we go. Thymos. Yeah. Technique. Swift speed for the cost of 5 energy, though. That's, high. You gain aerial and all attack abilities you play gain the range attribute this round.
That's gross.
Oh, Idris can fly. Yes. Right?
That's gross.
Yeah,
But that's
the
so
cost is high,
good.
but it's only 4 chi though. Like it's you gain aerial, right? So now nothing can hit you unless it has a ranged attack. And all attack abilities you play gain the ranged attribute this round. Oh, sorry, no, it doesn't give you flight. So it doesn't give you flight. She can't fly, but she is protected now from other all attacks except for ranged attacks, right? So and everything else that you play have the ranged ability, right? So boom, high jump.
That's awesome.
So artwork on this one done by Mario. Card creator Sid himself. So yeah, absolutely amazing card. It's definitely, I think it's going to be played in a lot of Thymos decks to gain that aerial ability. It is definitely a threat in the already existing ones that have it, right? So it's like, yeah, you look at the Angels, right, that have aerial and whatnot. So it's yeah, definitely exciting. Yeah, can't wait to use that one as well.
Right?
Whew. So you only get hit by scorpions.
Someone has to make this, come up with a recipe for it so I can try it.
Hearty soup.
Try some hearty soup. I'd assume it's just chicken broth.
Could be.
It's like chicken
Well, there's
leg.
chicken and yeah.
It looks like cornbread's in there. Bro, if that's cornbread,
cornbread.
delicious.
Love cornbread.
Absolutely delicious. Take up the fish. I'm not a big fan of fish. Actually, no, I did try fish the other day. It was actually pretty good.
Sorry.
Yeah. Ah! I think it's tough though.
So we were also given this, our last thing that we're going to open for this evening. I already know what's in it.
I do not.
She does not.
Does that mean I get to open it?
So you can help me.
Well, you get the lid off. I take the poster out. Or gee. Shoot.
So I think this was already shown off at the Origins Gaming Convention, but I don't think you've seen it yet. So.
Oh my God.
To Steveo, thank you for hosting
A 2022
20 circuit from a Sid. Okay. So I'm pretty sure everybody else has already seen this. Oh, careful. I know it's like the evolution of the Angel of Retribution for Genesis.
It's insane because the initial sketch isn't even the same as anything else.
Right? Let's get a little closer. Look at that, eh?
Oh my goodness.
This is gonna look so amazing up here on the wall of the
I wonder
store.
why you told me that this isn't coming home.
Yes, I know you're gonna steal it because one of the biggest things.
It's all angels.
Yeah. So between the initial sketch, the testing card,
Alpha, beta,
which is the pre-alpha,
yup,
the alpha, beta, welcome to J, and then the J2. So, which makes me think. So we now have a poster of the evolution of the angel. Is this the end of the angel?
No.
Just speculating.
No.
Like, will we ever see the Angel of Retribution printed again in future sets?
We better.
Maybe.
No,
I
we
don't know.
need it. Hey. Hey.
Who thinks? I think a lot of people are waiting for the Angel deck to falter. But anyway, so there you have it. Thank you so much, Sid, for giving me this. It's going to look absolutely amazing on the wall here at the store, providing I can get it out of the clutches of Mack-Attack here. It is shiny. It's foil. I like how it's foiled, right? Look at that. And the light's going to come in from the outside, from into the store, and it's going to be the Angel on the wall, right? To go along with my other one, the other poster I have is the Angel of Retribution up there. And I'm going to have to move some other Genesis posters.
You know,
I got to find room.
we should play the game of Deja Vu.
What? No, you're not stealing my poster. You can come and see it at the store anytime you want.
For anyone who's new or doesn't know
the history that back in Alpha.
Oh, I want to tell it.
Okay, go for it.
So we were back at the old store because we've only been at this location for about 3 years now. Around the time when we were first being introduced to Genesis at the old store, I was handed a pack. It was the very first pack I'd ever been handed, and I opened it. I pulled the Angel of Retribution.
The Alpha Angel.
Someone here decided to come over, yoink it out of my hands within a split second of me holding it, and ran out the door. It was then my grandmother, who was sitting right there, that was telling me to give it back. Someone threw a fit.
Yeah, unfortunately, unfortunately, that story is very, very not true. Okay,
it'll never get old telling either.
I mean,
I will tell this to my grandkids.
I'm just that much in love with Genesis. I have,
and I am that much in love with the Angel that I took it back for a moment. I would tackle him harder than any.
She has her Alpha Angel.
Would.
I have my Alpha Angel. So we're all happy. We're good to go, right? So, but once again, thank you so much to Sid for giving us these surprises tonight. Our hearty soup. So we get to look forward to that for a promo to give away, as well as that beast. I think is awesome. Thank you so much, Damian, for working on this artwork for us. Really, really appreciate it. Love this card. Love this artwork. Love both the artworks for that much, right? Definitely looking forward to using this card here. And the Spray Cans 20 and the other should be first. Definitely looking forward to using the high jump as well. Something that we haven't seen for Thymos yet, to have that ability. The aerial, super excited about it. And then, so I'm just gonna wait for Mack-Attack to come back. So let us know. Leave any comments or expressions what you thought of tonight's show with the spoilers that were released. Are you gonna use them? Are you excited for them? We want to hear your thoughts and concerns about them.
I am definitely excited about these.
Your excitement, if you guys are excited as much as I am. But yeah, so side note for within the letter about the tattoos, right? So I had actually gotten challenged. So anybody that hadn't seen the previous show when I had talked about it, so I actually got challenged as being the all. If
Sorry,
I was the.
I ran over the cart.
Oh, poor Erica. That's okay.
I'm pretty sure I might have run over like 4. Oh, there goes Core.
Questioned as to being the number one Genesis fan, right? So when someone had put up a small little poster in their store window, right? And I think it was North of Exile, right? So and Sid had questioned about it. He's like, I think somebody's challenging you as being the ultimate Genesis fan, right? And it's like,
are you telling the story about your tattoos?
The tattoos, right? So it's like it was already set in my mind, but prior to that happening, that I was going to get them done. But I think that was the final push, right? To finally get all the affiliations tattooed on me. So, what I'm doing next? Oh yeah, so it was question to me too whether or not I'm going to get more Genesis tattoos. Who knows? Maybe. But got a lot of empty space to get more. So social
right on my shoulder.
What's that?
Right on my shoulder.
You're going to get a Genesis tattoo?
Sure.
Sure. You love the game as much as I do? Do you think you love it more than I do?
Definitely not, but
Definitely
I
not.
definitely do love it a lot.
Gave up a lot of games just to concentrate and really, really get involved with Genesis, but that's okay.
Look at the yellow
It's
and blue
well worth
ones.
it. I love Genesis.
Look at the Bellum and Axon tattooed on me.
Just Bellum and Axon?
I play those ones, so I don't know. We'll see.
No, we'll put it on your back, and I'll tattoo Thymos instead.
Oh, of course you would.
Yeah, Thymos
Sabotage me like
Thymos
that.
and Chaos, right? Thymos Chaos. But anyway, okay, so I think we should wrap up the show for this evening. Social medias, you want to go?
Okay, so heads.or.tails9 is a TikTok. We don't post a lot on there, but it's still there. Same as the Instagram, where I'm not even going to mention that one, even though I just did. Facebook groups,
Yes.
the Real Heads or Tails Gaming
Group.
and then the Real Heads or Tails Genesis BOC group.
Yeah.
I have Instagram. It's Mack-Attack. I got TikTok. It's Mack-Attack. Yeah. There's
I think Discord. I'm on Discord.
Yeah.
You can find me on the Discord channels for Genesis. Unfortunately, sorry, I apologized last week as well. Apologize again. I'm not on there as frequently as I used to be. So you can touch base with me on Facebook.
I'm not even a part of that group. I gotta get in there.
Or you can reach out to me, send me an email if you'd like at steveothegamer@hotmail.com or hotgaminginc@hotmail.com as well. Those are 2 emails associated with the store and for myself. So if you want any Genesis product, or you have any questions, or you just want to chat it up about Genesis, I'm more than willing to. So you can always reach out to me on Messenger as well. So get your local LGSs involved if you haven't already. I know we say this every single week, but I can't stress enough how much fun it is to play this game. Even if you don't want to get into the competitive scene, try it out. And just have fun with it. Mack-Attack here has been playing it ever since Alpha as well. Really enjoys it, still playing it. However, she's not a serious competitive player, whereas I'm more on that side. But I still like to just mess around and experiment with different things and try different decks out.
Yeah.
And just play the game for what it's worth, right? Kind of thing.
And always have fun. Not everything
fun.
needs to be a competitive, at a competitive standpoint, right? Like,
Exactly.
You should be able to sit down and have fun playing a game, and that's what I love most about this game. Is we have such a welcoming and loving community that you are able to literally turn to them and be like, hey, want to play a fun game of Genesis? Sure, why not, right? Yep. So I mean, come by down at the store, 131 Erie Ave, Brantford, Ontario, Canada, and the Earth. We're not going through that because we've done that before. We're here Thursdays and Saturdays. Thursdays at 6:30, the tournament starts, and Saturday at 12:30.
12:30 on Saturdays and 6 p.m. 6:30 p.m. on Thursday nights. So
we're always going to play.
Stay tuned too. We're going to try and start squeezing in some more learn how to play or demo days as well. So if you're in the area, you want to come out and just try out the game and not have to worry about getting into a tournament or whatnot at first, you're going to be more than welcome to. So look it up on the Geo Genesis Battle Champion site as well. So all the listings for all the LGSs that are running organized play, they'll be listed there as well. So 100%. And just a side note about the whether you're competitive or not, which is one thing. Some of my community members I actually really love, especially Sid, last year's champion, and guys like Will K, etc. They like to test the waters, try new things, just build stuff for fun, right? And experiment with things, not really caring that if they're going to win or lose, doesn't really matter. They just want to try new things. And then when it gets into the competitive scene, it's a little bit different there, where they're actually striving and trying to make those timelines work a little bit better for the competitive scene, right? So when it comes down to the nitty-gritty of playing, especially when you're competing, it's a little bit different. But always remember to respect your fellow players, treat everybody kindly, regardless, what beliefs, what they look like, how they dress, anything of that nature. Leave all your hatred at home, especially
common decency, right?
Exactly. Respect one another and love one another, and just simply have some fun. Yeah. Anyway, so on that note, from one side of the coin, I'm Steveo the Gamer.
Mack-Attack.
And we hope you enjoyed the show. Be sure to tune in next week. Like and subscribe our channels. Check out all the other content creators for Genesis Battle of Champions. Boom, right there. I won this one, by the way, so that's why I'm still wearing it too. Yeah. We will see you in the arena, as my good friend JC always says. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.